Let me just get things started. I'm pissed. I'm coming in hot. Okay, welcome to episode 7. Okay, now if you remember, okay, I checked several times. I showed everything to Gant. I did everything I had to fucking do. You know, I even tried to talk to him again. Check the footage. I know I'm not crazy. Tell me why I go to look up the walkthrough and suddenly there's a third option. Where did that fucking come from? That wasn't there. I'm pissed. I'm so mad. That wasn't there. That literally wasn't there. And the second I go look it up, it's there. Let me close the walkthrough too. Fucking so mad. I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come when Raito would ask me for help.
My throat hurts too. It's gonna be hard. I was wondering if we can investigate the evidence room. He just fucking stares at you. Why does he do that?
Now, Raito.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Raito, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
Just goes to show you, you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Oh, hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir, it's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
He totally could have locked us out of that room. Why would he give us that?
It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Let's move. I was also told, fun fact, I was also told isn't that nuts? Isn't that crazy, bro?
Wow, we got a reaction.
There's clearly blood on around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines.
I think that might be more painful than getting murdered.
That's actually nuts, though. I think you get an achievement on, like, the Xbox or whatever fucking, like, Steam version. So I should be able to go in here now.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha, the card reader's turned off. See?
What's that security guard thinking?
Howdy, folks. Well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him, look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeah.
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's waiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak to you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. I don't give a shit. Let's move. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the
evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Oh! He really was a jump scare, dude.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true, what I heard?
Raito, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go on ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's true. So Chief Prosecutor can't loan anyone $50, even me.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. The floor plans. I gotta talk to you, boss.
So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for today?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
We're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us about the case before right now we get to talk about the locker. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed and only one detective can open it. Using their ID card. Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. You can, though.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handle, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handle is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it,
Zap, you get a shock.
if that happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Let me start presenting shit then. Oh, I probably need to give that to Marshall. Detective Goodman's noting that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because the SL9 incident? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. It was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was the man to be feared. Why would evidence from that case turn up now? Guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case. Yeah, tell me about that. Now, it was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing? Serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved after all. If he's still out there, I'm scared. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. It started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with his transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Can't open the locks if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents.
No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Let me examine some shit. Oh, the metal detector's sick. A bug sweeper. I don't think I'll need that. Oh, that's blood.
It's a little warm, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there are other plastics left in the room?
Oh, we gotta use the testing fluid. Okay, but what is all this?
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Let me take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces are in before it broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
Ha, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a big tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
Oh, this shit's hard. No, this is actually so fucking hard. That's not it. It's gonna be that piece. Maybe not. I'm tripping. There it is. Then that goes in there. That definitely goes in there. Oh shit, it's that big. Okay, bet. Well, obviously that goes there. Oh, we're missing a piece though.
Uh-huh. Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too in the 2 minutes myself. The problem's finishing it. I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
The missing piece is probably... There's so much shit here. The missing piece is probably like... I'm not gonna say it.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me some absent-minded detective. It's evidence from the case, you know. I mean, SL9? It does have a tag on it. Open evidence locker. That's Goodman's locker. There's the paint. Since the dawn of time, true art's always been a war against oppression.
True art. I noticed there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Well, you might say this is my studio. What the? He's so corny. Alright, obviously, I need to spray. Oh, shit. That's so much blood. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Miller was actually an alien.
This proves that something really happened in front of the locker. I'll make a note of it in the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. It's a pretty dumb fucking opinion. Then we know that's blood now.
I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine.
It's yours.
Please, you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise to testify I wouldn't hurt my fly. Harm a fly? You do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I jot it down in the floor plans.
You're a detective. I missed what he said. Fuck.
Slide and then... I'll just check one more time, make sure there's nothing else. Oh, shit. I almost missed that.
Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door.
This might just be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
I better jot this down on the floor plans. He didn't touch the bug zapper, did he? Maybe when I get a fucking... Why am I getting Amber Alerts from Virginia? I'm turning these off. There's nothing useful for them. Like, I understand if it's like an area from Virginia. I think that's everything. I don't even know. Alright, can I give him his steak now? Make him less grumpy. That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
Filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Alright, Bambino, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like...
He's willing to talk.
Alright.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
Got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy, keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago. Well, it might not look it, but I've lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway in the back of my steed, Zippy.
No, he was riding on the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. It's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambino. Anyway, the case is officially dead at it 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right, the evidence transference. Edgeworth was talking to us about transference too. I know it may be 2 machines in here, dude.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambino, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. You're a security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Huh. This is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Okay, I've seen that somewhere before.
Alright, Bambina, can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record right now. I've seen that number before.
Okay, so I have to prove it. We only keep evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? Okay, but what about the guy you fucking killed? What about the evidence? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transfer. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be opened again, never to be reinvestigated. That's what happened to SL9 2 days ago. So I gotta prove...
So this is the victim's ID card.
Ah, that one was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
The case we're about to get into is going to be such a pain in the ass.
Look at the fourth number. It's a perfect match.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. Oh, it's more. There's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir, enter the evidence room and ask the man to display his ID card. She asked the Detective Goodman to show him his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
If he had his ID card, then why would he have just pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card, Richard. I got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. So then I go to the evidence room and I present it to... This is the ID card record of the people who came in here the day of the stabbing. How are the rumors? So it was... Oh!
What is it?
That second number! It's not your ID card number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
The second number on this list, it belongs to Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
Oh, shit. I let Edgeworth to come into the evidence room. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? Just the Mr. Edgeworth Inquiry Committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give him my report for the day. What? It might help, you know.
Her report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. Oh, shit, wait. Hold on. Wait. You know what? I don't really care. I don't really have much to talk to him about. I definitely want to go to the detention center. Just to confirm, get his name. Officer Meek, can you take a look at this? Wait, what? Fuck you for that. Okay. You know people, though. Can you tell me any of these names? She's not gonna tell me. She's not gonna tell me. Wasting my fucking time, bro. He should be here now. What the fuck is the bellboy doing here? Ah, guests, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Why does he look like that? Right. He has the hotel bringing him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new French restaurant's opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing's really taking a toll on him.
Alright, Dorko the Clown. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into that evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. I'm curious about this other case and I'm going to make a note of it. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. So how'd the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence. There was a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yeah, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning.
You were lucky this time, again.
Again? I've heard them say that so many times, ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation in this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along I've done what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Okay, I don't know. Show him the best evidence? I don't know what the best evidence is. I legitimately have no idea. But clearly I need to present something to him. It has something to do with that case you run, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you're wrapped up in. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Oh, fucking DL6 again. God damn it. Alright, okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. There we go. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago then, too? He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too then, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why he was a deputy chief of police why the deputy chief of police was on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not, I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister, what?
If you were still studying forensic science.
Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might... Oh, aluminum.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. That fucking face, dude. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well?
Let's get going. One last investigation.
Okay, so we need to go check that shit out then. Okay. God damn, bro.
Here in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
Finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. Let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
Probably the thumb, right?
Okay, now time to check for prints. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
How do you do that?
With the A button, see?
Looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
How do I do that?
With the X button. It's exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see?
That looks like fun.
It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. Just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
Lay that shit on thick.
Aha, you did it, you found one.
This looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck. The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with the scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints.
Look at the locker door closely again.
Oh shit. That little fucking speck right there. Let me really like lay this shit on. Oh shit. There it is. You're still not done. There it is.
Yeah, your print's so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
Oh my god, so we have to match up the owner manually? The prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. Whose fingerprints would be... Oh, I get it. Bruce Goodman, maybe? Oh no, Dick Gumshoe. Okay, yeah, it's the same ones.
Aha, so the prints belong to Detective Gumshoe.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably what I was thinking. So what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. Gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, there was another handprint in the room. Let's check it out. Oh, you're gonna find out about that in the next episode. Yeah, we're gonna do that in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.
Bye-bye.